You are now listening to the Pelicans post-game report. Flash report.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in this flash report, man. And this one here, this article came out the other day, man, and I thought we'll cover it on PPR. Very interesting article from Pelicans former point guard, or guard period, Mr. Dyson Daniels, who had a lot of promise here in the Big Easy, but he has some very interesting comments to say on an article. So let's cover it here. This one's from Yard Barker, that is basically breaking it down. And breakout NBA guard brands his former team as cursed. Dyson Daniels has been one of the breakout stars of this season. The Hawks guard partly credits his success to his new team no longer being cursed. Through 24 games with the Hawks this year, Daniels has averaged a career-high 13.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3.3 assists, but his impact has been felt most on the defensive end. Dyson has led the league in steals, averaging 3 per game, and is an early contender to get first-team all-defensive nod. If he holds that average until the season's end, Dyson will be the first NBA player in over 3 decades to average at least 3 steals per contest. Dyson sticky fingers have earned him the Aussie one of the best nicknames in the NBA, the Great Barrier Thief. Earlier this week, NBA reporters Jake Fischer asked Dyson Daniels about his former team, the Pelicans. Dyson explained that he believes he escaped some supernatural forces at work once he left the Pelicans. Quote, that organization's cursed, end quote. Daniels told Fisher, quote, every year there's something new. I'm happy I'm not there anymore. The curse, man, I had like 4 or 5 ankle injuries down there as well. There's something down in that water down there or something. They got hamstrings, they got knees, they got concussions and stuff as well. They get everything down there. I don't know what it is. Playing hard, I guess, end quote. Now, the Pelicans traded Dyson to the Hawks in the offseason as part of the package that brought Dejounte Murray to New Orleans. Murray ended up getting injured in his first game wearing a Pelicans uniform. New Orleans all-star trio of Murray, Ingram, and Zion Williams have yet to play a single game together due to various amounts of injuries. Williamson injury woes have pretty much defined the Pelicans' past few seasons. Given the latest update on Williamson's lingering hamstring issue, it's hard to argue against Dyson Daniels' curse theory. And listen, fam, now let's just address this, the curse thing. And listen, we've been dealing with this issue for a while. Now, I'm not going to buy into the curse thing. I think it's just, actually, it is a curse of stupidity. The Pelicans have not been progressive in the medical office. They really haven't. And I've said this, and I've been highly critical of the Pelicans. They just got Amy Atmore here last year, and she's a physical therapist that bore some fruit here. But the Pelicans, over time, and medical staff has been questionable. They need to spend more money and hire and get the best that they can find, and bring them here to deal with whatever injuries. They need to be more progressive in that approach. But spending money is the problem with the Pelicans. This team is built to make money. Most teams are, but the Pelicans, based on the history that they have, they don't have a very long and successful history. They're a hit or miss team. And for the great swath of time, they've been a laughingstock. They're a team that there's inept in the executive levels with David Griffin, and I don't know who. There is no oversight of what checking on him to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to do. That, and just going through this entire team at the top and making sure that we are as good as we're supposed to be. Our team president, Dennis Laucha, doesn't know anything about pro basketball or pro football. He's the president of the Saints as well. So this is ridiculous. But like I said, there's a new wave of injuries, and anytime injuries hit the NBA, they always hit the Pelicans 2 or 3 or 4 times harder. And that's because we're not built progressively. We're a reactionary team. When stuff hit, then we'll move to it, which is stupid. We need to be more progressive, getting ahead of this stuff. understanding we need to find some medical staff, some of the best that we can find, and we might have to end up paying them, but you get what you pay for. So Dyson Daniels is just speaking about, and he kind of put a lot of the responsibility on himself as well. He just didn't throw it on that. But, the whole long drawn out case as well is that he said that he could have did more, this type of thing. But it's not just Dyson Daniels. Zion Williamson is indicative of what we've seen over the last 4 to 5 years. Brandon Ingram in and out of the lineup. He's a little bit better in terms of his play. A lot better play. Zion's played less than half the time he's been here. And all of the injuries that happen to players. Well, if you look in their history, they wasn't injury-prone players. So it's not necessarily the injury monster literally down here lurking around the Pelicans facility looking to bite people on the ass or whatever. Pretty much what's going on here is the ineptitude of the Pelicans organization to keep up with the medical needs of the staff that they have here. And it's not only here, it happens with the Saints as well. So it's a systemic problem that needs to be challenged and changed. So that's my take on it, man. How about you guys? Y'all put in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Dyson Daniels' commentary. Do you believe the Pelicans are cursed? It's also the thing dealing with Ashna. I think the Pelicans should break or get from under the contract dealing with Ashna Hospital. I don't think it's been a very good deal for them. They're getting money out of it. But at the same time, it's way too many injuries to be tied into a medical facility like Ashna. It's just not cutting it. Let's break away from these people. Plus, they got a lot of bad history and a lot of bad mojo that's attached to them that I don't think we need to be attached to anyway. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Put what you think about what Dyson said and what the Pelicans. Let's get into solution mode. What do the Pelicans need to do in your mind to fix the situation going on with the injuries? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna holler at you on the next one. Much love. Go Pelicans.
Subscribe now and stay up to date for all things New Orleans Pelicans.